On BBC London, the killer of 15-year-old Eliane Andam is jailed for life with a minimum of 23 years. Her family say the sentence is woefully short.
You have taken the life of a precious child. You have devastated the lives of those who knew and loved Eliane Andam, a bright, kind and loyal 15-year-old.
A life sentence for the teenager who murdered 15-year-old Eliane Andam in Croydon in a row over a teddy bear. The family gave their reaction outside the Old Bailey.
Our family's deeply ripped to pieces, and not just our family, but the whole community. So I hope that Hassan, in his cell, that he will really think about what he's done and really truly have a sense of remorse.
We'll have a special report tonight. Also on the programme, book exchanges are being removed from London Underground stations for safety reasons. A former fire chief says it's ridiculous. And
Our first mile is very fast and my word, they're stampeded away.
It's 45 days until the 45th London Marathon, and this year organisers have a record in their sights. And a 15-year-old boy has been hospitalised after being stabbed in his leg at a secondary school in Stratford. The Met says his injuries are not thought to be life-changing. 3 boys have been arrested on suspicion of grievous bodily harm and remain in custody. Train passengers travelling through southwest London are being warned of potential disruption over the weekend due to engineering works. Network Rail is carrying out maintenance on track points between Queenstown Road and Clapham Junction. It means SWR services on Saturday and Sunday will be affected. A drinking fountain in Southwark, which survived a Second World War bomb, is now usable for the first time in years. Built in 1900 in the grounds of Christ Church, it had partially sunk into the ground, but it's now had repairs to its roof, new taps and a brand new basin. It's one of a series of being restored by Heritage of London Trust. Now, the Mayor has today pledged £7 million to clean up London's waterways by stopping road runoff. He said the capital's rivers had seen damage and neglect for decades, and it was time to take action. Sadiq Khan has previously pledged to make rivers here swimmable within 10 years. Today, he was joined by naturalist Steve Backshall.
There's growing concern about the level of stress on the capital's health workers, with workload and resources being blamed. It comes as the results of the latest NHS staff survey are released today. Last year it found the capital was among the worst regions for burnout and morale among doctors and nurses. In response, NHS London said while there is more to do, it has a range of mental health support available for staff, but medics say challenging conditions are having an impact.
In my area of London, we have fewer GPs per head of population than the national average, probably one of the lowest levels, which means that we don't have enough time for the volume of care that we're trying to look after. And all that added together just gives you a sense of pressure and the fact that many doctors in London feel they really are not coping with their workload.
City Hall has pledged more than £7 million to stop pollutants from the streets going into rivers. Known as road runoff, it's caused when oils and tyre particles get washed into streams or rivers when it rains. The funding is part of a drive by the Mayor to clean up our waterways by bringing together the government, businesses and campaigners to help reverse years of damage. Runners completing this year's London Marathon could help the event enter the record books again. It's already the most popular marathon and largest annual one-day fundraising event, but it could also be crowned the world's largest if the number getting to the finish line surpasses the figure that completed the New York Marathon last November.